Hi students, I hope all are fine. So today we are going to learn about a new poem written by a great Indian poet Rabindranath Tagore. The name of the poem is Upagupta. Okay, so before oh, Upagupta is a disciple of Buddha. Okay, Buddha. Okay, so here Rabindranath Tagore writes about one of the experiences of a Buddhist monk. Okay, how ascetic, okay, how divine these monks are. That's what Rabindranath Tagore is depicting in this particular poem. So before we go into the poem, we need to see about who was Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, Rabindranath Tagore, this is his picture. Rabindranath Tagore, the greatest of India's modern poets, was born in an affluent Bengali family in 1861. Affluent means wealthy. Okay, so he was born in a wealthy family. Besides being a poet, he was a novelist, essayist, and dramatist. Tagore was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1913 for his book Geetanjali. He was the founder of the internationally famous institution Vishwabharati at Shantiniketan. His poetry is profoundly and unmistakably Indian. He restates the wisdom of India in verse by mingling love, friendship, and music. So he is a great poet who has given so much to the country, to the literary world. Okay, so we shall just see the poem. First, let us see the background in which this poem is written. Okay, this poem is about the story of a Buddhist monk, Ubagupta, the disciple of Lord Buddha, and the dancing girl of Madura, Vasavadatta. Okay, so Vasavadatta was a famous and beautiful dancing girl. She was proud of her beauty, youth, and her wealth. Upagupta was an ascetic, an epitome of kindness, wisdom, and selflessness. One dark night, while walking, Vasavadatta stumbles over the body of Upagupta, who was sleeping on a dusty ground. On the dusty ground. Okay, that is a background. Okay, Upagupta is a disciple of the Lord Buddha, and we have a dancing girl by name Vasavadatta. Okay, Vasavadatta was very proud. Okay, she was very proud of her beauty, her youth, and also wealth. But Upagupta was an ascetic. Okay, was a disciple of Buddha. He was an epitome means model or example of kindness, wisdom, and also selflessness. Selflessness. Okay, so one day what happened? As this Vasavadatta was walking, she stumbles over the body of Ubagupta, who was sleeping on a dusty ground. So let us see the poem. Ubagupta, the disciple of Buddha, lay asleep on the dust by the city wall of Madura. Lamps were all out, doors were all shut, and stars were all hidden by the murky sky of August. Okay, so what we see? Upagupta was sleeping on the by the city wall of Madura. He was sleeping on a dusty ground. Okay, so there was no light, everything was off. There was no light, there was no doors open, and it was going to be raining. Okay, uh, it was in the month of August. It was going to be raining, very cloudy sky was there. Then, whose feet were those tinkling with anklets, touching his breast of a sudden? He woke up startled, and the light from a woman's lamp struck his forgiving eyes. So, as we saw, Upagupta was sleeping on the ground, and what happened? As he was sleeping, there was no light, there was no light absolutely. Then there came a young lady, Vasavadatta. As she was walking, she hit the body of Upagupta. Okay, so Upagupta, as he was sleeping, he when he was touched by another person, he got up. Okay, and he got up and he wanted to see who that was. And when he got up, he found that there was a woman carrying a light. Okay, she unknowingly touched the body of Upagupta because there was no light. Then it is said Upagupta looked at her with forgiving eyes. Okay, with forgiving eyes. Then it was the dancing girl, starred with jewels, wearing a pale blue mantle, drunk with the wine of her youth. She lowered her lamp and saw the young face austerely beautiful. Okay, so what happened now? Now we see who that girl was. It was a dancing girl. Okay, her name is Vasavadatta. That is not mentioned here in the poem. Okay, so what happened? She she adorned herself with so many jewels, and she was wearing a very rich mantle, okay, very rich cloth, and she was drunk with the wine of her youth, means that she was very beautiful. Okay, she was in her young age. And so what did she do? She just lowered her lamp and saw the young face of Upagupta. Okay, and she found that it was it was heavenly, and it was really beautiful. Then, forgive me, young ascetic, said the woman. Graciously come to my house. The dusty earth is not fit bed for you. The young ascetic answered, woman, go on your way. Okay, what happened? See, we found that this young lady, the dancing girl, she touched the body of Upagupta unknowingly because she had not seen him. Okay, so what happened? When she lowered the lamp and she found that he was a disciple of a Buddha, and she said, okay, just forgive me, unknowingly I touched you, I did not see you, but what you can do, don't sleep here, this is not a fit bed for you, it is a very dirty place. Okay, it is very muddy. So you come, I will you come to my house, I will prepare a bed for you so you can rest there. But what did Upagupta say? Upagupta simply refused that invitation. He said, woman, you can go on your way. Okay, he said that way. Then when the time is ripe, I will come to you. Suddenly the black night showed its teeth in a flash of lightning. The storm growled from the corner of the sky, and the woman trembled in fear of some unknown danger. Okay, what happened? Upagupta said, okay, you go on your way. When the time is ripe, I will come to you. Okay, the Upagupta said, okay, when it is a right time for me to come to you, I will come to you, but now it is not the right time. You can go on your way. Then immediately what happened? The dark night showed its true color. Okay, showed its teeth means it showed its true color because there was a flash of lightning, and there came a storm. Okay, the storm was about to come from the corner of the sky, and the dancing girl was very much frightened. She was really frightened over some unknown danger. She did not know what was going to happen. Okay, so I think this much would be enough for today. So what we have learned was, we learned about Upagupta, a disciple of Buddha. He was just sleeping on a muddy ground. Okay, on an August night, it was going to be raining and so on. And what happened? Suddenly he felt someone touching his body. Someone just touched his body, and Upagupta got up just to see who it was. Then when he got up, he found a young lady holding a lamp. So he was looking at her with his forgiving eyes. Then what happened? And now after that he found out that it was a dancing girl. She was wearing all the jewels, she was adorned with her with so many jewels, and she was wearing a rich mantle, and she was really beautiful. She was very young. So what did she do? She lowered her lamp, and she saw the face of this and young ascetic. Okay, she understood that he was a monk, okay, Buddhist monk, a disciple of Buddha. So she said, okay, forgive me, young ascetic, please, this place is not a good place to sleep. You can come to my house and you can rest there. But what did Bhagavatta say? Bhagavatta said, okay, you can go on your way, young lady, because when the time is right, I will come to you. When the time is right, I will come to you. Means to say, when it is the right time, I will come to you. That's what Upagupta said. And he refused the invitation. Then suddenly what happened? Suddenly the night showed its true color. Okay, there was a flash of lightning. There was lightning, and there was a storm coming from one corner of the sky, and the dancing girl was very much frightened of what was going to happen. Okay, I hope this is clear. So we have some vocabularies. Okay, there are a good number of vocabularies. Okay, disciple means a follower of a religious or leader. Okay, tinkling means making a pleasant metallic sound. Startled means extremely surprised. Forgiving, merciful, and excusing. Okay, then starred means shining like stars. Mantle, a loose cloth worn especially in the past. Drunk with the wine of her youth, proud of her youth and beauty. Austerely beautiful means reflecting the beauty of an ascetic. Growled means a long deep sound of or series of sounds. Okay, so these are the vocabularies. So it is enough that you just read it, you will be able to understand it and write it at least 3 times. Okay, all these vocabularies. And we have a worksheet to do. Okay, this is it. Now it is said work in pairs, but it can be done by yourself. Okay, alone you can do it. Pick out the words or phrases from the poem which tell you about the following. Write them in the space given. One is done for you. That is dark, gloomy sky. Okay, in the poem, a word is given or a meaning is given. So meanings of those words are given here. So you have to write the words in this particular column. Okay, first, dark gloomy sky means murky sky. Ornamental chain worn around the ankle of a lady. So what is it said, or what is it depicted in the poem? So write it here in the column. I hope this worksheet also is clear to you. Thanks to everybody, and bye.